guys, so sorry about the orangeness going on. It's my lighting. If I move my hands like this, it sort of stops that, but I don't really want to be having my hands up all this time, so sorry about the orangeness of this video. But anyways, let's move on. So today I'm going to be doing a sort of pregnancy video. As most of you guys know, I am pregnant. I'm 13 and a half weeks, so that's 3 months for those of you who aren't too sure. And today I'm basically going to be talking about morning sickness tips and tricks. So hopefully this will help other people out there who are suffering from morning sickness or have just fallen pregnant and they're not quite at that stage yet, but they're might be close to it. So hopefully there's some info in this video that is going to help you guys. So yeah. Okay, so first of all, morning sickness. I suffered from morning sickness with my first pregnancy, and I'm suffering it once again with this pregnancy. But like I said, I'm around 13 and a half weeks now, so my morning sickness seems to be easing off, which is great. Unfortunately, some people's don't ease off, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so what is morning sickness? Most people, know what morning sickness is. It's when you're pregnant and you're feeling sick and you're basically throwing up in the mornings. That's what people think of when they think of morning sickness. It's a little bit more complicated than that, and yeah, so I'm going to basically talk about it a little bit more. So morning sickness is really an unstable condition, as in one day you could be fine, the next day you could be sick, and it can just be horrendous, and then the next day you could be absolutely fine again, and then that whole process repeats, and it can vary. And I've had the pleasure of having those things happen. I'm fine one day, the next day I'm like, why is this happening? So yeah, okay, so what basically causes morning sickness is the hormone changes in your body. Now while you're pregnant, the hormones actually affect all the organs in your body, so hence you can imagine why you would be feeling so ill. The reason that you get these types of hormones is obviously to basically get your body accustomed to having a new life inside it. And that's pretty much it. So morning sickness can last, can start around 4 weeks and usually lasts to the 14th or 15th week of your pregnancy. This can vary. Everybody's different. Everybody's body is going to act differently. So, but that's roughly the advice that you're going to get from your doctors and things of that nature. If you're worried about, why am I so sick? How long is this going to last? Is this normal? It is normal, unfortunately. And sometimes people can have morning sickness all throughout their pregnancy. So don't think you're strange or anything like that if that does happen, because it is normal still. Luckily for me, mine does wear off around the 4-month mark, so I'm lucky in that way. Okay, so what are the symptoms of morning sickness? Nausea for one, the actual act of vomiting, body aches and indigestion, lots of different things. People can have soreness in breasts and things of that nature. So it can affect everyone in different ways. There are lots of different remedies out there and people swear by lots of different things, and I guess at the end of the day everyone has their own tips and tricks that work for them. And the only advice that I can really give is to basically listen to your own body, because obviously you'll know if something works for you and if it doesn't work for you. Okay, so I'm going to go through a couple of little remedies that I've heard of, that I have done and used and things of that nature. Okay, so the first one is basically taking a pill, and that's Elevit. Now, everybody who is pregnant or is even trying to get pregnant should be on Elevit. Now, Elevit is basically, here's the little box for it here, and it is vitamins and minerals for during preconception, pregnancy and breastfeeding. So basically you take one of these tablets once a day. If you're planning on getting pregnancy, you should take it 1 month before you fall pregnant, ideally. And this really helps it was advised to me to prevent spina bifida. So my brother had died when he was a baby of spina bifida, so through each of my pregnancies around the 3-month mark, I always go through the process of having scans, blood tests, and things of that nature to check for any type of Down syndrome or spina bifida, things of that nature. Now, you cannot take Elevit and think that, well, I'm taking this, it's got all these vitamins and minerals in them, so I can slack off on my diet. It doesn't work like that. So remember, when you're taking Elevit, you still have to maintain a healthy diet to basically complement the tablets, really. So there's folic acid in there, which prevents spina bifida. There's lots and lots of things: iron, calcium, magnesium, copper, zinc. And zinc is actually something that they say can help towards morning sickness. So, I don't know. Vitamin B as well. Now, I find that once I start taking my Elevit, because this pregnancy wasn't planned, so obviously I hadn't been taking it a month before we fell. The Elevit tablets actually helped slightly with my morning sickness, and I take one at night just before I go to bed, and that seems to help me in the mornings. So everybody's different, but definitely be taking your Elevit, and that can help with morning sickness. Okay, so what are some other remedies that I've heard of? One strange one that I haven't tried, and I'll explain why, is to pull your tongue. Now, with both pregnancies, I have been unable to actually vomit. So I didn't really try this one, but apparently it can stop the act of vomiting. So basically, you should get a cloth. Basically, you know, grasp your tongue and pull it gently outwards. So basically, like that sort of action, and yeah, that's supposedly going to stop you from vomiting. I don't know if anybody out there has tried that one and it's worked. Let me know. I thankfully hadn't had to try that one because yeah, I didn't actually vomit. I just felt sick all day. And that's another thing, morning sickness. Why is it called morning sickness? I don't know. When you're sick all day, all night, it doesn't make a difference. So apparently you're supposed to be worse in the morning. Mine was at night. I'm worse at night than I am in the morning. So yeah. Okay, some other things: lavender oil, lime, ginger, honey, mint, spearmint, and peppermint. All of these things are supposed to help with your morning sickness. I did find that ginger helped me. I would drink a little glass of ginger beer, ginger ale, and that would help me. Other tricks you can try is eating plain and dry before you get out of bed. So basically have a dry piece of toast or a crusket or something like that before you get out of bed. That can help. Also eating protein. So I ate a lot of eggs. In my first weeks I ate a lot of eggs, and that did help, but I craved them at the same time. So maybe that was my body basically telling me what to do, really. So protein. Other things that have helped me, I eat small and often. So instead of having a large breakfast, a large lunch, or, you know, and a dinner, I would have maybe 2 pieces of toast for breakfast, and then a few hours later I'd have a yogurt and a piece of fruit, and then for lunch I would have maybe a cup of soup and a piece of toast with it, or bread, or something like that. And then mid-afternoon I would be eating something again, just something dry, crustkits with a bit of butter or something like that, and then I would have my dinner. And I wasn't having like a big dinner or anything like that, you know, vegetables, because at the same time I didn't want to eat, but I had to make myself eat. So if I ate small, you know, maybe a carrot, you know, after my dinner, later in the evening, if I was watching TV, I would munch down on a carrot, like a full-on carrot, and I would just munch at this, or a capsicum, or something along those lines. I tried, my body didn't want chocolates or lollies or anything like that, so I've been eating a lot of raw vegetables, fruits, you know, watermelons, things like that, so that has helped me. Another thing is, don't miss a meal, because I found that because I didn't want to eat in the beginning, I was just skipping meals because I was just like, you know, I don't want to eat, just the thought of the food was too much, and so I skip a meal, and that was worse, because then I started feeling really, really ill, and to the point where I was sobbing because I just felt so horrible. It was really, really bad. And then I finally worked out it was because I was skipping some meals, and because I just didn't want to eat it. So that's when I started eating the small amounts. Even if I didn't want to, I would make myself and drink. I found having a drink with it helped me, but some people say when you're eating meals, don't drink, and that can help. Like drink milk or water, don't drink it until after you finished your meal. Unfortunately, I couldn't do that, especially if I'm eating something like a dry biscuit or something like that. I need something to wash that down, that down with. So, yeah. So that's pretty much it. There are so many things out there that can help with morning sickness. I know there are, if you go into health shops, they have lots of different little things you can get. I've even heard of, I don't know if they're bracelets or necklaces that you can wear, and I'm guessing they sort of help as well. I know you can get, for babies that are teething, you can get necklaces that have hazel and different types of oils in them, and that apparently can help. I'm guessing it's the same sort of deal with the morning sickness bracelets or necklaces. So if you want to go a more natural way without having to deal with all going out and getting all these oils or other stuff, maybe give those a go. And I've also found that music, there is an actual CD out there, and I think it's in the UK, it's available, that you can buy, that's supposed to contain music that will prevent or help your morning sickness. I don't know what it's called. I tried looking for it, but I couldn't really find it. I didn't really take a lot of time to research that because yeah, I'd never heard of it before, and yeah, but apparently it's out there. So yeah, anybody out there in the UK who have heard of that or used it, drop a comment, let everybody else know. Does it work? What is this CD? But yeah, so hopefully all this information has helped some of you guys out there. Now that my pregnancy is coming further along, I might do a few more pregnancy videos talking about the different stages and yeah, things of that nature. So like I said, hopefully this has helped you guys out there, and let me know if you like these videos, if you want more of these videos. And at the end of this video, how many times am I going to say video today? I don't know. I'm going to be putting a couple of little photos of my little bubby that I recently got from my first scan. So this was my 3-month scan, and this was for, like I said, checking for Down syndrome and also spina bifida, things of that nature. And just a quick note on that, when they do that, the reason they do like a scan, and it's sort of like a 6-month scan, like when you find out the sex of the baby, they're actually measuring the back of the neck, so the skin in the back of the neck, and that can indicate if unfortunately your child is going to be Down syndrome. So the little info there. So basically with my scan, everything was good. I'm still waiting for my blood test to come back, but I've got another month. I haven't heard anything, so I'm guessing everything's fine. The scan was, like I said, good, and there was no indication of any abnormalities at all, so whew. And getting past that 3-month is like a milestone. Once you pass that, you sort of, you relax a little bit more, and you can go, okay, so I'm sort of home free. I'm in 2nd trimester now, so it's great. Okay guys, so I'm going to leave it there because I've been blabbing on too much. So I'm going to be doing a nail polish collection video coming up, and some few other ones as well. So thanks for watching guys, and I will see you next time. Bye.